How you doing, guys? My name is Michael Shurak, and you're watching Safe Haven Care&Quality. And today I wanted to do an update on my egg-bound female, my experience with a vet, and how she is doing. It's a little over 2 months later, about 3 months actually later after she was egg-bound. She is looking real good. She is supposedly a pastel pinstripe, but there is most definitely something else in her, giving her a nice head marking. Stamped at the French toast head. Pinches in the back, and as each shedding, as she was growing, more and more of that creamy white freckling was coming through. That dorsal is really nice. Solid and clean. This is actually the girl that was my pet after years of keeping that got me to even consider or think about breeding, because I love Blade, I love clowns, and I actually bought a 2017 Blade clown male to put to her because I wanted to make 100% hets for holdbacks. I wanted to explore this female and try to isolate and figure out what this other gene is that's making her like this, because she is literally glowing. Like, she is outstanding. Every time I would see her, I would think of Star Wars. So her name is Princess Leia. She is about 3 years old, but she laid 5 slugs, had 2 more eggs stuck in her. Oh man, she's majestic. She is so calm too. She likes little chin rubs. But she had 5 slugs, 2 eggs were stuck in her, and they were not near the vent. They're about 8 to 9 inches up in the middle. And I went to the vet, basically pleading with them to help in any way they can. If they know any ways to get the 2 eggs out, what I'd have to do, and if she would need surgery or what. And they basically said they can't do anything unless they know there are eggs in there. They couldn't go by my word. They couldn't go by the 5 slugs I brought and the fact there's 2 obvious big bulges still in there. When I told her there were 7, there's 5 out, there's 2 in there. You could obviously see them. They charged me about almost $600 just to be able to tell me they're freaking eggs. And then they knew that I didn't have any more money for emergencies, because it's just me. I have a bunch of animals, and I take care of all of them really well, where I've been fortunate enough to not have needed a vet till this point. And it was really sad. This was my experience, but they took about $500-600 of my money, knowing I didn't have any more, and just to tell me they're freaking eggs when I knew they were eggs. Come on, girl. I don't want you going in the wire. And then they knew I didn't have any more money, so they said, sorry, we can't help you. Basically, I came back a few weeks later because I had to get in contact with my mother in England, and she was kind enough to help me out and was going to lend me her credit card number. And I went there. Guess what? She's not eligible to be helped. She's not eligible for surgery. We don't know what else we can do. Basically, it was a duke. It was a scam. I'm never going to go there again. Worst experience of my life. That was in Bedford Hills, New York. The birds and exotic, whatever they call it. But that was just the worst experience of my life. And then I was terrified she was going to die. This beautiful girl that I grew up from a little thing, years ago. She's helped me through a lot of tough times. She's literally an emotional support animal. Before I had over 8 snakes or over 6 snakes, this was like my girl. And I thought she was gonna die, because when you hear about an egg-bound female, and if you don't get the eggs out, they can die. So that's all I was thinking. So for the next few weeks, every single day, I made it a point to give her warm baths. and lightly, gently massage, because I thought that her tract or her tubes were twisted, since it just wasn't budging from like the center of her body. And after a few weeks, it was real weird. I saw a feeding response. So I actually thawed out a frozen, and she took it and she started eating. And that was like, oh my god, she wouldn't be eating if she wasn't feeling alright. So after a few weeks of eating, I noticed that it looked like the poop track and the track to push out the eggs and where the eggs are in, they're completely different. They're completely different. You can't expect the food to push it out, but it must have untwisted where they were, the eggs, and they started to go. So I started to give her the warm baths again, but twice a day now. And it came all the way down to her vent, where I actually assisted her the first egg out and put her in a nice warm bath, put her in here. The next morning I check, she's wrapped around, well, she's not wrapped around the bowl, she's in the bowl, soaking in the bowl herself. She knew what to do. And then that night, she popped the egg out, the last egg, the second egg that was stuck in her out. And she took a meal the next day, and I could not believe it. I was so worried she was going to die. And it's like about 3 months later, after having that terrible experience with the vets, and I don't think I'm ever going to go there. I'm probably going to have to travel hours away to even go to my next vet experience if I ever go through something like this again. I asked for help from multiple people, big time breeders, or just breeders that have a lot of followings and have been doing this for years. I asked for help, but I didn't really get any answers or any help from anybody. And that was my first like bad experience in this hobby. Like, it was really upsetting. But the fact that after all that time she started doing well and she's looking great now, I don't think I'm gonna breed her next year, even though I really, really want to. I just don't think it's in the best of her. Like, I don't think it's gonna be the best for her health. I'm gonna give her the year off, get her nice, chunky, healthy, and then I'm gonna give her the best year after that, making some 100% hets. Most likely 100% het clowns, because I really do want to try to get and isolate that third gene that's in there. And what will make or break it is turning it into clown. Because when you turn a single gene into a clown, it really shows its true potential. And I want to do that with this girl. I want to make a replica of her, but 100% het clown. And she is outstanding. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of her. But thank you for watching. I just wanted to tell y'all guys and give you a little update on my egg-bound female, because a few of you do know that I have had an egg-bound female and I've sort of just disappeared. I've been having a real rough time with things, but things are starting to look up. So I appreciate if you're still following and you're watching these videos. Please give me the thumbs up and subscribe, so there will be more videos to come. I'm about to do a whole collection update. I was gonna make the male video the other day, but I noticed almost all of my males, I don't have many males, but they're powerhouses, and all of my males are just going into shed. So once they shed out, I will be doing a male video, and I'm gonna be doing a female breeder video and a clown project video of some of the snakes that are het clowns, my clown projects that I've been growing up for about 8 months now. One of them a year about. And I wanted to give you guys an update on those and show you what I'm cooking with, because there's some serious projects that I'm proud of. I'm proud of every single project that I'm going to be pushing forward. And I'm not going to be doing any pairings. That's not going to be for me. So there's not going to be really any mass production or like, I don't know, I'm not trying to do mass production or repeat pairings. Like, if there's something I'm really going for and I miss it one year, yeah, I'm going to try again. But other than that, so if you see something you like, please let me know. I will help you out as much as I can, because I am trying to get my quality of animals into your guys' collection to push them forward, because everyone deserves something nice in their collection, and if they're going by quality and picking quality over quantity, they're going to want something like this and some of this stuff that I'm working with, especially if you love clown and hypo. But I'm just starting to get into the pied projects. I got an Orange Dream NG Leopard het pied, possible het clown male, outstanding. If you want to go back and look at the unboxing video, go ahead, I appreciate it. I have a new mic on this, so give me your thoughts on that. Thank you for watching and have a good day, guys.